Good afternoon, everybody. Today we have arranged a group discussion on economic relevance of sedimentary petrology. This discussion uh, is meant for the BSc SEM4 students, and a few pre-selected students are going to discuss on the economic relevance of sedimentary petrology, which is an applied part of their paper one. So let us start with it. I'm going to host this group discussion. So let us start with Kajal Chaudhary. She will introduce and will incept the group discussion. So the screen is over to Kajal Chaudhary.
Yes. Good afternoon, sir, and good afternoon, all of you. Just take a minute.
Yes, Kajal, you are audible.
दिख रहा है? Thank you, sir.
Can everybody see the Kajal?
Today's
Yes. Rajal, can you see Kajal?
Rachel, I'm audible to all.
Yes, she is audible.
Yes.
Okay.
But can't see.
What about Rachel?
Yes, Kajal, you can talk now.
Nothing. Okay, sir. We all discussed about sedimentary petrology, and then firstly, I would like to sedimentary petrology. What is sedimentary petrology? It is the branch of geology that deals with the study of sedimentary rocks, which include their origin. And then sedimentary and petrology. There are two words. Those the petrology, it means that scientific study of rocks that deals with their composition, texture, and structure, their occurring distribution, and their origin in relation to physiochemical condition and geological process. The petrology, it is concerned with all three major types of rocks. First is igneous rocks, second is metamorphic rocks, and third one is sedimentary rocks. Then today's discussed about sedimentary rocks. Sedimentary rocks are composed of sediments, all solid particles derived by mechanical and chemical weathering, as well as minerals precipitated from solution by chemical and biochemical process. Then what is meant by sediments? Main impacts of their today's topic. Sediments are particulated matter derived from physical or chemical weathering of the earth crust, which are subsequently transparent by wind, water, ice. And then there are two types of sedimentary rocks, clastic and non-clastic.
So thank you very much, Kajal. It was a great introduction to the sedimentary petrology. Now I request Pranay Meshram to carry forward the discussion. You can share your screen if you have.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Am I audible, sir?
Yes, yes, you are audible.
Yes. So my screen is visible?
Yes.
Yes, your screen is visible.
Okay. So my name is Pranay Meshram, and my topic is overview over economic deposit of sedimentary rock. So I personally believe that sedimentary rock is the life supporting rock because all the fossil fuels such as coal, petroleum, and the gases are stored in sedimentary rock. The water we drink, that is also stored in sedimentary rock. So how the sedimentary rock is evolved, or how the sedimentary rock is formed. So whether sedimentary rock is formed by two processes. First is weathering and second is sedimentary genesis. So weathering means, weathering, uh, atmosphere and water vapor decompose and alters the rock. The process is called mantle of waste. This mantle is source material for development of economic mineral deposit, which take place by following methods. इसमें क्या होता है, जितने भी वेदरिंग एजेंट्स होते हैं एटमॉस्फेयर में, जैसे विंड, वाटर, आइस, हीट, टेम्परेचर, ये सब एक्ट करते हैं रॉक्स पे और उसको अल्टर, उस रॉक्स को अल्टर करते हैं, उस रॉक्स को तोड़ने का काम करते हैं, डिकम्पोज करने का काम करते हैं, रॉक को छोटे छोटे टुकड़ों में तोड़ते हैं, उसको हम बोलते हैं बोलते हैं मेंटल ऑफ वेस्ट। अब ये जो मेंटल ऑफ वेस्ट होता है उसमें मिनरल भी होता है और मिनरल और मेंटल वेस्ट भी होता है। रॉक के टूटने के बाद डिसइंटीग्रेटेड रॉक में टूटा हुआ रॉक, इसमें कुछ मटेरियल इकोनॉमिक इंपॉर्टेंस का होता है और बाकी का वेस्ट होता है। इसकी वेदरिंग की फर्स्ट प्रोसेस को हम बोलते हैं रेसिडुअल डिपॉजिट। रेसिडुअल डिपॉजिट is the most useless material from loose mantle is removed away by surface water, leaving behind residual material of economic importance such as concentration forms. Residual deposits का एग्जांपल है बक्साइट, जो कि एल्यूमिनियम ओर है। सेकंड है इनफिल्ट्रेशन डिपॉजिट। Infiltration deposit. Soluble components of mantle waste are taken into solution by percolating water and deposit at lower level. During this process, water and deposited at lower level during process of infiltration. Deposits of economic value and size form infiltration deposit. इसमें क्या होता है, मिनरल लिक्विड में घुला होता है, जिसमें जैसे मिट्टी है उसमें मिनरल भी होता है और वो मिनरल लोअर लेवल पे डिपॉजिट होता है और लोअर लेवल होता है और इनफिल्ट्रेट होके डिपॉजिट हो जाता है और ये इस लेवल पे डिपॉजिट हो जाता है कि वो हमें इकोनॉमिकली फायदा पहुंचाए, उसको बोलते हैं इनफिल्ट्रेशन डिपॉजिट। इसका एग्जांपल है यूरेनियम ओर। नेक्स्ट प्रोसेस है सेडिमेंटरी जेनेसिस। Sedimentary genesis. Such deposits are originated due to natural process in sequence. Physical and chemical disintegration of rocks by weathering and erosion into sediments. Transport of these sediments by wind, water, that is to suitable deposit environment. Deposition followed by digenesis by physical and chemical changes of sediments into sedimentary formation. सेडिमेंटरी जेनेसिस मतलब ये ऐसे डिपॉजिट होते हैं जो नेचुरल प्रोसेस से बनते हैं। इसमें क्या होता है, जो प्री एग्जिस्टिंग रॉक होता है उनका फिजिकल और केमिकल डिसइंटीग्रेशन होता है, उनकी वेदरिंग होती है और इरोजन होता है। देन दे विल फॉर्म सेडिमेंट्स अब ये सेडिमेंट ट्रांसपोर्ट हो जाते हैं एक जगह से दूसरी जगह नेचुरल एजेंट्स की वजह से, जैसे विंड, वाटर, आइस, टू सुटेबल एनवायरनमेंट। ये सुटेबल एनवायरनमेंट में डिपॉजिट हो जाता है। डिपोजिशन के बाद जब वो इकट्ठा हो जाते हैं, एक हो जाते हैं, तब उनका डाइजेनेसिस होता है। मतलब डाइजेनेसिस मतलब उनका फिजिकल और केमिकल उनमें फिजिकल और केमिकल चेंजेस होना। फिर उनका कॉम्प्लेक्शन होता है और वो डिपॉजिट हो जाते हैं। और ऐसे करके जो मिनरल्स मिलेंगे उनको हम बोलते हैं सेडिमेंटरी डिपॉजिट। सेडिमेंटरी डिपॉजिट के एग्जांपल है, मेटल्स में है क्ले और सॉल्ट। मेटल्स में है एल्यूमिनियम एंड कॉपर एंड कोल, जो कि बायोकेमिकल चेंजेस से बनता है। थर्ड है प्लेसर डिपॉजिट। इट इज ए group of weathering deposits that have been accumulated in varied environment by virtue of some same particular qualities of the mineral involved. Involved accumulation occurs due to gravity separation. These are released from rock by weathering, transported by wind, water, and ice. प्लेसर डिपॉजिट एक स्पेशल टाइप की वेदरिंग डिपॉजिट ही है। इनमें मेनली जो मिनरल्स होते हैं उनकी क्वालिटीज भी इन्वॉल्व होती है। इनकी इनकी डिकम्पोजिशन के लिए मेन ये है कि ये तो वेदरिंग डिपॉजिट का ही पार्ट है, पर इनमें एक्यूमुलेशन भी होता है और इनका एक्यूमुलेशन ग्रेविटी सेपरेशन की वजह से होता है। दूसरी उसके बाद एजेंट्स जो होते हैं एक जगह से दूसरी जगह डिपॉजिट हो जाते हैं। तो ऐसे डिपॉजिट जिनमें ग्रेविटी इंपॉर्टेंट रोल प्ले करते हैं और उसके बाद इनके ट्रांसपोर्टेशन होता है प्लेसर डिपॉजिट। ये उनका ट्रांसपोर्ट होता है प्लेसर डिपॉजिट में। ये वेदरिंग डिपॉजिट का ही पार्ट है जिसमें ग्रेविटी इन्वॉल्व होती है। प्लेसर फिर नेक्स्ट है प्लेसर डिपॉजिट आर फॉर्म मेनली ड्यू टू सॉर्टिंग पावर ऑफ ट्रांसपोर्टिंग मीडियम एंड inherent physical properties of ore and other of accumulation and preservation as deposit, whereas lighter and chemical unstable minerals get further disintegrated and dispersed. ये डिपोजिशन जो है वो सॉर्टिंग पावर से बनती है और मिनरल की प्रॉपर्टी होती है उसकी वजह से बनती है। मिनरल की कौन सी प्रॉपर्टी? जैसे हाई डेंसिटी, केमिकल स्टेबिलिटी, स्ट्रेंथ एंड हार्डनेस। so we can see how placer deposit plays an important role in the इसका एग्जांपल है, प्लेसर डिपॉजिट का एग्जांपल है गोल्ड, डायमंड एंड प्लेटिनम। So we can see how placer deposit plays an important role in the formation of gold, diamond, and platinum. These minerals are very important to build our nation economically. So thank you.
Oh, thank you very much, Pranay. It was a good presentation from your side. Now you can unshare your screen.
Yes, sir.
Now I would like to call upon Brajal Garpaile to continue
Yes,
the
sir.
discussion about the economic relevance of sedimentary
Yes, sir.
metrology. If you have any sharing, you can share now.
Yes, sir.
You can
Am I
also,
audible?
yes, you're audible. You can also on your video too.
Yes, sir.
Yes, your video is visible now.
Yes, sir. My screen is visible?
Yes, your screen is visible.
Yeah, yes.
Yes. Good afternoon, everybody. So, laterite and
Good afternoon.
laterite, laterite and bauxite. These both are the sedimentary rocks. These are weathering products and predominantly formed by enrichment of aluminium and iron. That means they contain iron and aluminium in more amount. Laterites rich in aluminium hydroxide are bauxites. Laterite rock, when contain too much of aluminium, are called as bauxites. Next, laterite. So laterite is both soil and rock. So its nature is, its color is red, brown, and yellow. So the color of the laterite rock is red just because it has high iron oxide contained in it. Laterite, which is called in Hindi, which is called as murum in our language, found in hot and humid areas. Its mineral composition is, it is rich in aluminium and iron hydroxide, titanium, and magnesium oxides. Its texture is porous and concretionary. It is occurred in the major share of 74% is located in two states, namely Madhya Pradesh 52% and Rajasthan contains 22%. These are also found in the states of Andhra Pradesh, Gujarat, Jharkhand, Karnataka, Kerala, and Maharashtra. Laterite rock has some uses. This laterite rocks be used as building blocks. Laterite rocks are used as building blocks because this rock can be easily and shaped. After they are shaped and when they get exposed to the air, that hardens and its moisture gets evaporated. So these are some laterite. Is my screen visible?
Yes, it is visible.
Yes.
Yes, so these are some laterite rock, laterite brick. We move on to bauxite.
I can't hear your voice, Prajal.
So, hello.
Hello, you're audible. You can speak.
Yes. So now bauxite. Bauxite is the world's main source of aluminium and gallium. Its nature is, it is reddish brown, white tan, and tan yellow. It is found in tropical and subtropical regions. Its mineral composition is aluminum hydroxide minerals and various mixture of silica, iron, oxide, titanium, and other impurities. It has texture, it pisolytic structure. It occurs in Odisha, and Odisha alone contributes 51% of bauxite all over India. It is also found in Madhya Pradesh, Bihar, Andhra Pradesh, Gujarat, Jharkhand, Maharashtra, and Chhattisgarh. So, bauxite is the good source of aluminium and it can be recycled. When aluminium recycling can be done, this can lower the cost in electric power in making of aluminium. These are the hydrox. The bauxite rocks. It has pisolytic structure. It has the sphericals. So these are granular structures.
This can also be called as concretionary, yeah?
I am ending my presentation. Yes, sir.
Yeah, the rounded structure can also be called as concretionary. So very nice presentation by Brajal Gadpale. So thank you, Brajal, for your nice presentation. Now you can share your screen.
So,
now we will carry forward our discussion about the economic relevance of sedimentary petrology with Shruti Kaseva, and she's going to join us. So Shruti Kaseva, you can start your video and you can put your opinions about the economic relevance. Over to Shruti Kaseva.
Okay. Hello friends, good afternoon. Myself Shruti Kaseva. Today's my seminar topic is organic sedimentary about coal. Why so many of us thinking about why coal form, how is the formation of the coal, why it is only organic sedimentary rock. There's so many difficulties we are seeing and so many topics we can discuss about here. So coals from the accumulation, preservation of the plant's material in the swampy environment. I can just a minute. Yes. Did so many of so coal from the accumulation preservations of the plant's material usually in the swampy environment. Swampy environment means दलदल. ये जो plants है ये दलदल में mix होके इससे कोयले का प्रोडक्शन होता है. So coal is combustible rock and along with oil and natural gas. It is a three main most important fossil fuels. Coal is classified into four main types. This is the four main types of the coal. In this type, the ranking depends on type, amounts of carbon, the coal contents, and on the amounts of heat energy the coal can produce. It's also this stage depends upon the condition which the plants remain are subjected after they are buried. The greater the pressure and the heat, the higher the rank of the coal. Let's first we discuss about the peat. What is peat? This is a material which the beginning become coal, but the plant buried source is still easily recognizable. It is a carbon content of less than 60% on the dry ash basis. Then second is the lignite. It is the lowest rank of the coal. It is the carbon content of the between 60 and 70% on the dry ash free basis. It's also called as brown coal in Europe and Australia and the UK. Because of some levels of lignite, it's called a brown coal. Then the second one is bituminous coal. that has been subjected to the increased level of organic metamorphism. That produce coal with a higher carbon content. There are 71 to 77 on the dry ash free basis of carbon content. Then we can go for the bit. Then third one is bitamiates, is the most abundance rank of coal. It has the carbon content between 77 and 87% on the dry ash free basis, and the heating value of the much higher than lignite and subbituminous coal. Then fourth one is aragonite, anthracite. It is the higher rank of coal. Unlike other type of coal, it is usually considered as a metamorphised rock. It has a carbon content over the 87 on a dry ash free basis. Then we go for what is the uses of coal. In the United States, means US, in this state, the coal is used for electricity production. This is the primary use of coal. Most of the coal mine is transferred to a power plant in United States. It is also used for heat for manufacturing process. Also it is used for coke production. This produced by heating coal under controlled condition in the absence of air. In our nearby Chandrapur district, there are also of the coal mining. Chandrapur is a central coal mining in 2012. In Chandrapur, there are 26 coal mines, and the surrounding areas are only steam coal is found. The Chandrapur Super Thermal Power Station adds 3,340 megapixel volt power station complex, which is
Okay, I think there is a technical problem with this. Now we'll move over to Pradyut Ghator. Thank you very much to Shruti Kaseva. She was about to conclude her topic. Am I audible to all?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Shruti Kaseva, thank you very much. I think there was a technical glitch over there. Now over to Pradyut Ghator, who will summarize and will conclude this group discussion.
Good afternoon to all of you.
Thank you.
Good afternoon.
Yes, Pradyut, we have only 6 minutes remaining.
Yes, sir. 1 minute.
Summarize it in short, okay? Are you able to share your screen?
Yes, sir.
Do it fast, otherwise the time will run out. शेयर करने के बाद एक डायलॉग बॉक्स आएगा, तो जो शेयर करना चाहते हो उसको क्लिक करना.
सॉरी सर, मेरा नेट चला गया था.
हाँ, इट्स ओके श्रुति, नो प्रॉब्लम, बट यू डिड वेल. बहुत अच्छा बोली तुम. कोशिश करना जरूरी है. ओके,
थैंक यू सो मच.
गुड बेटा, गुड. You can start, Pradyut. No problem if you are not able to share.
सर शेयर नहीं हो रहा है. 1 मिनट.
शेयर बटन दबाओ.
दबाया सर.
फिर एक डायलॉग बॉक्स आएगा. आ गया?
बॉक्स क्या?
बड़ा डायलॉग बॉक्स आता है. आ रहा है?
नीचे स्क्रीन का ऑप्शन है.
हाँ स्क्रीन
हाँ वहाँ पे क्लिक करो.
स्टार्ट नाउ.
हाँ.
Okay, let it be because time is running. You can, you are sharing now. You are sharing it. Good, good,
Okay.
good. Now conclude it fast. Okay, Pradyut?
Yes, sir. According to the information given by Kajal, sedimentary petrology, it's first upon is petrology. Petrology is the study of rocks, which is their origin, texture, structure, their mode of process, reaction, and it also includes sedimentary types of rocks like igneous rocks, sediment rocks, and metamorphic rocks. Now we see about sedimentary rocks. Sedimentary rocks are those rocks in which sediments are composed. The sedimentary petrology. Sedimentary petrology means the branch of geology that is the study of sedimentary rocks with their origin, in which sedimentary rocks are classified into two types: clastic and non-clastic rocks. Clastic rocks means organic form, and non-clastic rocks are chemical or mechanical form. Now then, about Pranay Meshram, economic relevance of sedimentary petrology. It includes the sedimentary deposits which have been many processes like weathering, cementation, genesis, and placer deposits, in which weathering is how weathering can form and how it affects the rocks, their mode of environmental changes. Then difference between difference between laterite and bauxite. Laterite and bauxite are also sedimentary rocks which have been weathering produce predominant forms of iron and aluminum. She also explained how laterite and bauxite, their nature, mineralogical classification, texture, and their occurrences. Organic, then coal. Coal is the most important and usable substance. Coal is classified as organic sediments because it is formed by decaying organic materials, plants, and animals. Like there are 4 types of coals by their types and ranks: anthracite, bituminous, subbituminous, and lignite. It's a level of how the pressure and their composition of coal are present. Thank you, sir.
Okay. Thank you, Pradyut. It was a nice summarization. So I would like to conclude this session, a group discussion, that every participant has contributed much better, in a much better manner. And there is a good sharing of knowledge about the economic relevance, though it is an applied part of your paper, but still it was a good discussion. So we can conclude that the sedimentary petrology offers us lots of economic deposits. Okay, so it is better to be study them consciously for our economic betterment. Now I request all to on your video so that I can take your final screenshot and we'll have a concludatory remark. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Kajal. Okay, and Pradyut.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Chalo, thank you very much. Thank you very much. Okay.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir.
It was a good
Thank
and
you, sir.
fruitful discussion. Thank you. I'm closing class.
Thank you.